Deep into the eyes, read them like a book. Trapped inside a prison, gotta free them like a crook. Make off with the loot, made off for the joke. Treated like these cowards never needed what we took, and we repeat it like a hook. Caught in the deep, come back like Wheezy. Card 3, sensation. Wait, then pause the beat. Eyes don't lie, truth still hard to see. They're begging me to show them, they're saying that I owe them, but I'll never give it up. Not for you, not for no one. Foreign ride, touring, soaring, open road, exploring, creepers, sleepers.
Yeah, welcome to the show. This is Smoke the Competition. I'm your host, Sojash. Thank you for checking this out. Please subscribe to the channel, it's greatly appreciated. You can follow us on Twitter at Sojash Sports. Today's episode, we're jumping into NFL Week 14. It's the Monday Night Football doubleheader. Got two games going on at the same time. I'm not too sure why the NFL did this. A little bit confusing in terms of their viewership. But anyway, it's a big week to wrap up for fantasy football. We're also going to be heading into the playoffs, so we got a lot to talk about here. The first game that we're looking at is the Green Bay Packers traveling into New York to take on those New York Giants. This is going to be a great matchup in terms of there's some fantasy football relevancy. I know some players in this game that are going to be pretty relevant for playoff implications, so I can't wait to break that game down. We'll also be breaking down the other matchup that's going on at the exact same time between the Tennessee Titans and the Miami Dolphins. Huge playoff implications, huge fantasy implications here. Dolphins are looking for that 1 seed. They have some players on the Titans that I know are huge fantasy football, like Derrick Henry, and then we all know the Miami Dolphins are loaded with players here that are going to impact your fantasy outcomes. We got Tyreek Hill, we got Jalen Waddle, we got the running backs. They're going crazy in Miami. This is a great matchup, ladies and gentlemen. I can't wait to break this down for you. It's NFL Week 14. I'm Eric Sojash. This is Smoke the Competition. Sit back, relax, enjoy the show, and let's go. Let's see who you should start in the Giants and the Packers matchup. The first player I see as a good start is the quarterback of the Green Bay Packers, Jordan Love. He's been back on that high trajectory again. I think he found his stride. Matt LaFleur is usually dominant at this time of the year. In December, he hasn't lost any games. I think that trend is going to continue with Jordan Love as his quarterback. Get some good play out of him. The Giants are a pretty good defense. They will give him fits in the first half, I believe, but eventually they'll find their stride. Jordan Love is a good start in Week 14. Hopping over the running backs with Aaron Jones out this week, I don't see A.J. Dillon as a player we even need to discuss. I'm jumping right into the wide receiver room and this rookie sensation here, Jayden Reed. I see him as a safe start this week. Christian Watson looks like he's going to miss this game. That's going to open the door for more targets for Jayden Reed. As I previously mentioned, the Giants defense is pretty solid. However, he's been used in the pass game and the run game. I think they'll lean on him again. He should get some touches. If you need some points, especially in PPR leagues, Jayden Reed, he's a safe start. The next player I see as a safe start this week is the other wide receiver that's healthy for the Green Bay Packers, Romeo Doubs. With Christian Watson out, this guy's definitely going to be their number one target in the red zone outside of the tight end. They're going to lean heavily on Doubs. He's been catching touchdowns for them all year. I can see him being the guy to catch a touchdown in this game. Don't see this being a super high scoring game, but if somebody is going to catch a touchdown and you want to bet on that plus touchdowns for tonight, I bet on Romeo Doubs. Let's see who you should start and who you should sit for those Miami Dolphins and Tennessee Titans. First player we're going to break down, he's the obvious choice for the Tennessee Titans. He might even be the only choice for the Tennessee Titans. That's running back Derrick Henry. I see him as a safe start this week. Miami Dolphins defense has been a lot better this past few weeks, and with Tennessee Titans not posing a big threat in the passing game, they're going to be able to lean heavy and try to stop Derrick Henry. I don't see him having a massive game, but if they do get there to the red zone, they are going to lean on the big man to plow one in, and he is capable of doing that, so I do see him as a safe start this week. The next player I want to talk about, and the only other player I'm going to discuss on the Tennessee Titans, is wide receiver DeAndre Hopkins. This week I see him as a risky start. Unfortunately, I'm not liking what I'm seeing between him and Will Levis. They had that huge explosion in their first game together, but since then, it's been pretty volatile. And now they're going to be going against two premier corners in Jalen Ramsey and Xavier Howard. Jalen Ramsey's been fantastic since returning from injury. I think at this point of Hopkins' career, Jalen can lock him up. I think he's a risky start this week. I'd look elsewhere. Hopping over to those Miami Dolphins, this is a high-flying offense. I see this quarterback, Tua Tagovailoa, as an absolute must-start in Week 14. Get him in your lineups. The Tennessee Titans defense pose a threat to your run offense, but they don't pose a threat to your pass offense. Tua should find his receivers like Tyreek and Waddle all day long and throw at least 2 touchdowns. Speaking of those wide receivers, Tyreek Hill, he's a must start. That's an obvious call. This guy's must see TV, electric, dynamic, every superlative you want to use to describe somebody that you've never seen do amazing things on the football field. That's Tyreek Hill. He's going to dominate again. He's on track for 2,000 yards this season. He's going to break the wide receiver record. We all can see that coming. This is must see TV, so obviously he's a must start. Get him in your lineups and enjoy the show. The other wide receiver that's a must start in this offense is wide receiver Jalen Waddle, the Penguin Dance. Can't wait to see that on must see TV and Monday Night Football. I think we'll get a chance to. He's due. He's electric. He's baby Tyreek. Kid can do everything as long as he stays healthy. I think the only thing that's held him back all year is a slew of injuries, especially in that back area. As long as that's clean, Jalen Waddle's a slam player. He can't be stopped. His speed is unguardable, especially with Tyreek on the field along with him. They're going to clear out holes for each other. Get him in your lineups. He's a must start. Jalen Waddle, no brainer. So who gets the win in these matchups and by how many points? Who am I going with? With the New York Giants hosting the Green Bay Packers on Monday Night Football, I'm going to go with the hometown New York Giants to keep the game close, plus 6.5. I'll take those points. I think the Packers do win this game, but without Aaron Jones and without Christian Watson, I do think it's going to be harder for them to move the ball consistently. And like I said, the Giants defense, they are legit this year, especially in close games where they're not on the field constantly. The Giants can make amends there, so I don't see them blowing this game. I don't see them letting the Packers get a big lead on them, especially at home. I'm laying the points on the Giants, heavily running with Saquon Barkley, doing enough with DeVito at quarterback, and relying on that defense. In the matchup between the Tennessee Titans and the Miami Dolphins, I'm going to lay the big points on the hometown Dolphins. I think it's a lot of points. I never like laying 2 touchdowns, but that Tennessee Titans offense has been struggling even against bad teams. They've had a hard time moving the ball. Now they're going against a good defense. Like I said before, Miami's defense has gotten rolling lately with the return of Jalen Ramsey. They're moving from good to great. I think they're going to add to that consistency here. The Titans are too one-dimensional to move the ball against this team, and they're going to have to be one-dimensional once the Dolphins get a lead on them with this explosive offense. So I'll lay the 13.5 on Miami, and I think they're going to pull it out. That's it for today's episode. Thank you for joining us. Give us a follow. Once again, subscribe to the channel. I'm Eric Sojash. Peace, love. Let's continue to smoke the competition.
Deep into the eyes, read them like a book. Trapped inside a prison, gotta free them like a crook. Make off with the loot, made off for the joke. Treated like these cowards never needed what we took, and we repeat it like a hook. Caught in the deep, come back like Wheezy. The card 3, sensation. Wait, then pause the beat. Eyes don't lie, truth still hard to see. They're begging me to show them, they're saying that I owe them, but I'll never give it up. Not for you, not for no one. Foreign ride, touring, soaring, open road.